Hi guys, Ben Young here, Trevor Daly, Team Battle Axe out here in Canada Corner of the paddock, I guess you could say. Yeah, Trev and I, well, mainly Trevor, decided let's team up and put together an effort for Daytona 200 and fast forward 8 months and a whole lot of work and here we are. Yeah, here we are. Yeah, it was probably last July when we were at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park that we sat down with Warren Dunham and the group from Bridgestone and started working on this deal and got some support from Suzuki Canada with his GSXR 750s and yeah, it's day two. We're working hard here. All our guys are working to pick up a little pace for tomorrow's race, but we know we're going to have a strong bike to go the distance. And, we're really fortunate. The whole crew got together a couple of weeks ago back in Canada, snowing outside and did a bunch of pit stop practice, and everyone's really, really confident, steady with that. So, that as riders, that just allows us to focus on the race and what we got to do out there. Yeah, as Trev said, we're at day two, so we had a bit of a trying day yesterday. We both had the same occurring issue with the brake, so thankfully we ironed that out this morning. We got out there for our qualifying too. Unfortunately, very limited track time with the one practice and two qualifying. I myself had a tough time. Did all my laps with no draft, so it was very consistent low 50s, which is good for our race pace. We're knowing our competitors are throwing qualifier tires at this, and we're not. We're running our race tire, which is not a bad situation to have. It just doesn't reflect the effort of the pace that we could have done for qualifying, but it also keeps us just in the quiet and the dark for our race tomorrow, knowing that we have good race pace and ready to roll. Yeah, and if anything, leading into tomorrow's race, it's almost an advantage. All our setup, all our laps we've been doing are on the tire we're going to race. The Bridgestone proved this year in Canadian Superbike, the pace late race, didn't drop off. I know a bunch of guys passed the laps on the last lap, second last lap. So going into a race where you're doing 3 full stints on a tire, I think, that's a bit of an ace in hand for us, knowing that we're going to be strong late in the stints and not really have any performance drop off with these Bridgestone Battle Axe tires. And yeah, as much as the program we've been working on for many months here, Ben and I train together a lot, and that obviously comes into play a big part in this race. We obviously used to sprint racing, Canadian Superbike, 30-minute races. Going 3 times that distance here is going to put that to the test. But like I said, we've had our heads down from day one, and know we're going to be good for that on that side of it. So for sure, and again, being Team Battle Axe and Bridgestone, definitely couldn't do it without them. So a huge thanks to the whole Bridgestone crew and Warren himself as well, who's not here this weekend. So a lot of effort went in on that side of things for ourselves. Warren and the whole crew, Rory, just everybody. It's been awesome working with these guys and, ready to keep going and working together more in the future. Yeah. Well, and I think, last year it was Ben and Elliot here. They're the only 2 Canadians in the field, only 2 Canadians on Bridgestone. And then, for there to be 15 or 16 Bridgestone riders and, like you mentioned, Canada Corner here in our Bridgestone garage, it's amazing to see that progression. Not only the race going from 44 riders to 67 this year, but from, a handful of Canadian riders up to, to a big part of the paddock. I think it's exciting. And, it shows progression with Canadian Superbike as well. And like I said, it's awesome. Bridgestone's been such a big support, not only of our program, but I think, all of Canadian Superbike riders here. Awesome. Thanks, guys.